What it is. Happy Thursday, you guys. Hope you're doing good. This is a evening upload. Thursday, July 20th. Man, busy day. Busy day. It was a great day today, though. Another day clean, another day sober, another day thankful. Just thankful for another day. Um, Woke up. Did the same thing, man. I did the same thing as I always do. Man, it's nothing new, right? But today I kind of switched it up in regards to how I usually go thrifting. I usually hit the Goodwill bins, and that's how I make my money. If you guys don't know what the Goodwill bins are, it's pretty much they call it the Goodwill outlet, and it's a big building, right? And there is just basically a ton of huge blue bins in there filled with clothes, and then I go picking in there, right? I go picking for things to resell on eBay. So, but instead of that today, I went to the stand like a regular Goodwill thrift store. On Thursdays here in Tucson, they sell clothes for $1. Um, they have color of the week, so the color of this week was orange. That means all the clothing items with the orange tag is $1, and they only do that once a week. So there's a lot of competition out there, man. When I first got into this, it wasn't it wasn't as bad as it is now, man. Like, man, here in Tucson, we have a lot of thrifters, right? We have a lot of thrifters, and it basically started like the mass amount of thrifters basically started, around 2020, during the lockdown. So people were losing their jobs. They hopped on YouTube, tried to find different ways of making money. And I've said it before, one of the best ways to multiply your money is by selling on eBay. Just reselling things. So yeah, so many people out there, man, and the competition is in abundance. Let's just say that. I doubt the majority of these people really know what they're looking for. They're just grabbing anything and everything, but that's how you learn, man. That's part of the process. So I went to a regular thrift store, and got some nice stuff, and it's gonna sell well. Um, let's see. So as I was checking out, um, the guy that rung me up, we had a pretty good conversation. It was totally random too. Suddenly he just started like venting to me, opening up to me, and he was talking about a landlord situation. Poor guy, he was super stressed out, man. We just got talking, just had a good heart to heart conversation, all within like 2 to 3 minutes, right? Luckily, there's nobody behind me, so it was good, man. Like, it just felt good to be there for somebody, you know. Just when just when we think, just when we're so consumed with everything in our life, it always feels good to reach out and help somebody else. Just being there for somebody, just lending an ear, right? It felt good to have, just a heartfelt conversation with another human that I did not know. So, we got talking about his situation. We got talking about where he's from. We got talking about addiction. I mentioned my channel, so hopefully he'll check this out. Basically, the way our conversation ended, we were talking about addiction and stuff like that, and I don't want to say too much just in case somebody from where he works hears this, so I'm not gonna divulge too much. But it felt good just to be able to be here for him, and hopefully he'll tap in and check out the channel, right? This is episode 2, and like I mentioned before, we're dealing with a family issue. Family issue, man, a pretty bad one. It's regarding my cousin, man. He's dealing with some mental health type things. Um, he's all over the place, man. He's basically a Tasmanian devil. He's basically the way not necessarily the same way, but he's causing havoc for everybody in his way, everybody in his household. Um, and that could drive a family apart. That could drive his parents apart, friendships, relationships with siblings and all of that. That could cause so much damage if it's not being addressed. It's a serious thing, man. So, like I said, I was going to get into this, and I guess here we go. So, like I said, I have a cousin. He is 10 to 15 years younger than me, and he is, he's an addict. So, I think he used to do NA back in the day, and he had a pretty bad experience with his sponsor. Let's just say his sponsor at that time was getting a little too frisky. You know what I mean? So I don't know the accuracy of that story. That's just what he's saying. So all I can do is believe him. With situations like that, if you're not dealing with things, if you're not dealing with things that cause havoc and just basically drama for your life, if you're not dealing with that, man, there's so much that could happen, man. You're just gonna explode and pop off one day. And his situation specifically, he's been in and out of therapy, detoxes. He hasn't been to actually, I don't know if he's been to a full-on rehab yet. That I don't know. But I do know he tried the detox thing, and he always leaves. And I get that. I get that. I was there. But the main issue going on right now is he keeps using, and he just basically said out of nowhere that one of our family members, one of our cousins, he is saying that one of our cousins touched him when he was little. So he is saying that this situation took place at my grandmother's house, and one of our other cousins walked in on them. I don't know the exact details, but this is exactly what he's saying. So of course it's causing drama with the family, right? Just drama. I want to say unnecessary drama, because if people handled things the right way, this wouldn't be happening. This wouldn't be happening. We can only do so much for addicts. Addicts aren't going to stop unless they quit. I mean, addicts aren't going to stop unless they're ready. That's what I meant. I tried to quit so many times, but, I wasn't ready. So disregard that. Addicts aren't going to stop until they're ready. So, I don't even want to know what could happen next, man. He's pointing fingers. He's been hiding that the whole time. If it's true, he didn't deal with that. He's not dealing with that, in a responsible way. Instead, he just keeps using. Instead, he just keeps masking and pushing everything deep down inside of him. And that's only backfiring him. That's only causing him to act out, and that is worsening his addiction. So that is that situation. I can only speak on so much about that because I don't know exact details of that specific situation, like what he said happened, but I do know he's pointing a finger at one of my cousins. And everybody's kind of like left in limbo. Like they don't know what to believe. The questions have been asked, did this person do it? And they say no. So either it's true, either it's not. Who knows, right? I wouldn't put it past him to be making all this up. If it's made up, that's messed up. If it's not made up, that's messed up too. So that is that situation, man. But my ultimate recommendation for his parents, my aunt, my uncle, I've spoke on this in the past, basically stating that the only thing they could do is kick him out and change the locks. Even if they don't want to confront him about it, just wait till he leaves and change the locks. Have those locks on hand. That's basically all you could do. That's what worked for me, man. That tough freaking love ultimately saved my life. My life. Like, sure it sucked. I was mad at the time. I was pissed off. I was bitter. I was like, what do I do now? But I ultimately, it just clicked. Like, my life's a wreck. So I went to detox a couple times. And I was able to sort out that situation. I really don't know what else a family could do other than to deploy some tough love, man. Everything they're doing right now is not working. One of his parents, is super codependent by what he's doing, and he's basically doing everything for my cousin, taking him here, taking him there, and all of that is not working. All of that is making his addiction stronger. Like, I know firsthand, I've experienced this stuff. Everything that a parent thinks they're doing, everything that they think is right at the time, it's not right. The only thing that they could do is kick him out. If he's doing something bad or illegal, then they could pick up that phone. That's another option. Let the legal system sort that out. But if families out there keep enabling, there's many forms of enabling. We all know this. Not everybody, but I'm sure a lot of the people that are listening right now, I'm pretty sure they know about enabling. That comes in many forms. Many forms. Eventually that's going to backfire. Eventually that's going to explode. And eventually that can cause someone to lose their life. I've seen it happen, man. That almost happened to me. I wish, I could only wish, but I wish the tough love happened in my life a lot sooner. I could go on and on about how I wish my life was different, but hey, there's no sense on dwelling on that. But instead of not dwelling on that, instead of just shoving that down inside of me, I finally got to the point in my life to where I can start addressing certain situations and using that as motivation. That is what you do when you not dwell on things, right? You don't want to keep everything inside of you. You don't want to keep everything just trapped inside your mind and your heart. You got to do something with that, whether it's the 12 steps, therapy, just talking it out, starting a YouTube channel. Start there. Write it down, journaling. So many things, man. Making music, you know what I mean? Like poetry. So many things, start there. But if it's a real serious issue, there's proper channels to cater to whatever you need. So yeah, guys, that's what is going on. You know, this could be considered a downer episode, but that's what's going on, in my little family. So we'll see how things play out, man. I'm still gonna, keep doing my part as a family member, reaching out, seeing what else I could do. Maybe give them some more ideas. Give them some more ideas, man. I have a lot of first-hand experience in the trenches. I'm also a licensed recovery support specialist. I'm also a former life coach. I have that lived experience. I'm not an idiot. I don't know much, but I know addiction. And I know common sense. I know right from wrong. I have a good heart. And I like sharing that with people who deserve it. Thanks for listening.